A conspicuously inconspicuous man. This is the guy that's been following us around during the other Hildibrand quests. Just in a different outfit. Still isn't the same pink outfit though. Hey. Hey, you're an Aussian, right? An adventurer maybe? Good at killing and whatnot. Me? Oh, I'm no good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but I got a job for you if you're interested. So this is Mikote girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl in this tavern, right? Come all the way from Eorzea like you and me. So beautiful, this girl's so beautiful. But in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, you know, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching. Now I just wonder what we got roped into. Another Hildibrand adventure. Yeah, it's Nashu. Oh, and you.
I have seen this gentleman Eozian, you see. Yes. And I should be glad to take you to him, if you like. You're ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. A catfish, to be precise. Though I care not for the Eozian. I am Gildo, a Namazu. And the services I provide are not free, I am sorry to say. Nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Oh dear, I spent my last skill on the fare to Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help?
Gyodo.
Caw, if it isn't green! Don't tell me you came all this way to just help little old me!
In a manner of speaking.
You see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you'd better not let him get away with this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could. You can't get much farther east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but wouldn't you know it, Gyoza the talking Numa here says he knows where he is. Careful. This one knows our game. Escaping his rat is going to take all our skills.
I know triple trident, buddy. Don't try me.
I say, there is no need for such menacing glares. None whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, matey, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed. Wait, you haven't told me where the inspector is yet.
Oh, goddammit.
Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me? Oh, Nashu, you ought to know better than to trust a talking cat.
But you are talking. Forget it.
I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be?
Stuck in the ground or the side of a building, like as not. Keep an eye out for legs.
Yes, he does have a habit of landing head first, doesn't he? Hopefully we don't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. Ah, that's it! If the inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we gotta do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up, eh? This way.
Unsolved crimes? It so happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akebono's shop in the Rakuza district was the most recent as I recall. You may be assured that the Seki Segumi will track down the thief in due time. Alright, you got me, Mr. Samurai. Before you do anything rash like arrest or torture or chop me into tiny bits with that sword of yours, know that I never touched it. I mean, I never even had a chance. I'm sorry. Buddy, this is an umbrella. The most I can do is shoot a laser with it. Oh, you're that Aeolsian adventurer. Thought you looked familiar. Phew! For a moment there, I thought I was done for. Those Seki Segumi don't mess about. All cut first and ask questions later, you know. No romance in the hearts. They wouldn't understand. Ah, so it's not just crimes, but big, incredible crimes you want to know about. Incidents the likes of which send ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago, or maybe last week, I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway, there I was, walking Oldar's bustling streets when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in the desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain because she has this whole sultry scribe thing that made him so... ugh. I don't think that'll help, but thank you for the information. Ever since that day I watched her over her from afar, a silent guardian, a humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward or refusing to speak with her, but they are fools. Fools, I say. True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study, years and years of observation, of obsession until you know her better than she knows herself. I think that's called stalking. Perhaps when the time is right I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day I shall aid her from the shadows. And you, my friend, will aid her in the light. Dastardly doings and perverted instances of criminal behavior. This is Kugani, my dear. We've no shortage of that here. But since you ask, the story on everyone's lip that the Bokaisen these days is that of the wealthiest among us, and how they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks.
Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting?
Creepy little bastard that followed you to Kugani says he's been stalking you for 5 years.
Eh? Oh, you're having me on as if I wouldn't notice. Be serious now.
A skilled thief seems to be targeting wealthy merchants.
A series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief? Oh, that's just the thing. Well done, Green. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akebono and ask him about the latest incident. He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant.
That fiend, that despicable rapscallion, the nerve of him to make mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akebono, for all your help. I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you good day.
Ah, so it is Akebono. Let's go and ask him about that robbery.
Ouch. Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you all right? Shall I summon a healer?
Don't worry, I'm taking bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you aren't one of them samurai, are you?
Shigure, at your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to take my leave. A nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice!
Oh, that's all we need. Competition! Oh, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistant won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go out running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Akebono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. And this is Green, who's also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery?
Ah, inspectors! I have heard rumors that one such as you have come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I will oblige your request. This very morning, one of my sisters found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my prized possessions had been stolen! To make matters worse, in their place he found this message. You have just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar.
Wolf burglar?
Surely you heard about his recent exploits? Similar calling cards were found at the scene of other robberies. And now I too have become a victim.
A series of robberies committed by a thief with a calling card? Oh, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand is going to be able to resist the lure of this case.
I thought the two of you were inspectors, but it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal, and since the Seikisei Gumi seems to be at a loss, you will be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation.
All we gotta do now is stick with this case and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it. Call it my keen inspector's assistant sense. I'm going to try and learn more about the other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. Nashu Mhakaracca is on the case. Look out, Mr. Wolf Burglar. Your days of wolf burglaring are numbered. Cuz Inspector Hildibrand. Huh? Is that a green rooster? It's Inspector Hildibrand. Hey, Inspector, stop messing about and join us. God, it's been too long since I've had a chance to witch a batch at Nashu's delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these starlings to good use next time. The dango or the bombs? Oh, bugger. Good thing I got plenty more stashed away. Well, 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 if it isn't Green. Looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Have I got a news for you? I don't have a tail. So I've been asking after that wolf burglar fellow, the one that left that cheeky note claiming credit, you remember? It seems like he's not as quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. Oh, he's robbed plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubting it was him either. Never fails to leave a calling card, this one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. Folks have laid eyes on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to all the eyewitnesses, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture by the devil himself. Picture of the devil himself, ugh. Not bad for a self-trained artist, wouldn't you say? Where's Alfino when you need him?
Just silence.
Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then, back to the drawing board. The metaphorical one, that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous. The sort of folks the burglar have been targeting, and see if we can't learn anything new. I'll head to Kogane Dori, and you can check out the tea house and the hostelry.
Too long has it been since I shared a pipe with an Ejin. How fortunate I... You no desire for a smoke, only talk of the wolf burglar. I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt I can be as much assistance. What I know is known to all, but if you insist, he is a lone wolf without comrades, and despite their best efforts, the Sekisegumi has no leads. Some say this emboldened the man, each step more brazen than the last. He's even been witnessed practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That is the extent of my knowledge. Now, if you will not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you leave me to my pipe. It is far less demanding company. Ah, that infamous thief. I know of him. For a mercy, he has not seen fit to trouble those of lesser means like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronize a tea house? On the contrary, this is my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it, but alas, the heart will not be denied. I say, Kugane Wolf Burglar, must you sully my ears with that rapscallion's name as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in the fresh air? Bah, it's no use, the moment is ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy like so many others. Oh, if you had seen the vase before he took it. God, if there was any justice in this world, he would be paraded through the streets and boiled alive in Tenkonto.
Ah, there you are. Pick up any interesting tidbits? So he's getting bolder by the day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, it's that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mum and her magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew who he was eyeing next.
Gah! 1,000 pardons, young sir. Not me to trample you underfoot. Are you all right?
Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiggy something, was it?
Oh, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with the thoughts of my investigation.
That's right, you're after the wolf burglar too. Got any leads?
As a matter of fact, I do. But recently learned a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck, and there are rumors that this auction may include particularly extraordinary items. Much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going. Until we meet again.
Wait, Mr. Shiggy sir, can we come too?
To the auction, if you like, but I very much doubt you'll be able to afford any of the items to be sold.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Green here's got enough money to buy and sell you 1,000 times over.
Come again. Yes, very good. Then by all means, come with me.
I mean, I do, but I was kind of saving it for a house.
This venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving any moment now.
I remember you, Mr. Akibano, was it?
Well, if it isn't the inspectors. I did not know you would be joining us. I presume you are to keep watch for the wolf. But should you see anything you like, know that we have money changers on hand to assist those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same item, I am not one to surrender without a fight. Haha. How are you owning? How are you going to bid on these if you've already been robbed previous? You know what? I'm not going to question it. Greetings and welcome to you, the prosperous and esteemed elite. This day you'll be given a rare opportunity to view and purchase, if so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from all across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a queer misshapen fiend captured from the mountainous wilds of Yangxia. A kid killer. It is none other than a fabled rat man, unholy union of man and beast, a demon whose legend, whose flesh when consumed bestows life everlasting. That is incredibly not true. Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600.
700.
800,000 koban. 800,000 koban, going once and going twice. Sold to Master Akebono. Let us proceed to the next item of our bidding.
He's not really gonna eat him, is he?
Hopefully not. A statue you're about to see was brought from Kugane from the west, the land of Eruzia, to be precise. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, statue does not begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. Wait a minute, that's not a statue. That's the inspector! Okay, we're gonna have to bid on him, aren't we? I give you the Erusian Gentleman, a masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details of features so expertly realized that some likened to a living, breathing man, frozen in time.
Wow, would you look at that? That statue is a spinning image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could it have been sculpted by a fan?
Was it a trick of the light, or did that statue just twitch?
You mean to say, you think it might actually be the Inspector, somehow frozen by temporal magics? In that case, I got just a thing to bring him back to the land of the moving.
A bomb! Nashu, no! We're in a public place! You can't just bomb a market bazaar! Stay your bomb-filled hand, my lady, I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin!
I suppose you have a point. It wouldn't be very Inspector-like to blow innocents to kingdom come.
How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. I shudder to think what carnage she had left in her wake.
Oh, I knew it! That's no statue! It's a genuine article in the flesh! Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again. Or maybe he's gone to hibernation again or something?
This bizarre sculpture is in truth a man. Is such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing an expression of sheer terror before. it was rather more serene, was it not? How very perceptive of you! Verily, this is no ordinary statue. It is a heretofore unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change, fluidly and effortlessly. Yes, indeed. So, shall we start the bidding for this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban?
600.
7. 800,000 koban to be paid full here and now. Once more, Master Akimoto will not be denied. Will any changes claim for the Eurusian gentleman? Do I hear 900, 950? Do I hear 1,000,000?
We gotta do something, Green. If we don't, these people are gonna buy the inspector.
I bid 900,000 koban. There is nothing in this world I cannot buy. 1,000,000 koban dollars. Hey man, that's not one of ours. What is the meaning of this? By the kami, the Eurusian gentleman has vanished! You have just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar.
That thrice-damned Oni, he struck again!
I saw him! The fiend with wolfish features! He took the statue and ran towards a short pier!
You know what this means? Inspector Hildibrand has been stolen, or kidnapped. We gotta get after that wolf burglar. For all we know, he might want to eat him like that poor Kidkern. We can't have that.
Who would eat a statue? Oh, you follow me, I presume? Have a mind to pursue the wolf burglar as well?
Of course we are. He's got Inspector Hildibrand, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some two-gill thief eat him.
Are you perchance referring to the Eurusian gentleman, that hideous statue? I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it, but nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I should be honored to work with you to catch the wolf burglar. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with the statue and head towards the ruby price. 'Twas a sight I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen a lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on its back. Never again will I expect. Too bold was the fiend this day. In seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight, he has left a trail we can follow. Come, let us make haste to the ruby price.
That tower just keeps on going and going and going.
Thankfully, you only need to do 30 floors. Surely one of the watchmen here will have seen the wolf man and his stolen statue. Alas, I cannot say I have seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Gallian forces from Doba and Ruby Sea, there has been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wave through smaller vessels leaving our waters, absent cause. This lupin you seek probably received no more than a cursory glance. I see. Thank you for taking the time to explain, and pray forgive me the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. Question is, where else shall we search? Who else has a reason to keep a close watch on these waters? The Confederates? Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy have every reason to note the comings and goings of even the smallest vessels in the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on their ability to extract payments for safe passage, the so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieve their possessions must journey there first and make the necessary overtures. That's okay, I'm in good relations with them. They'll probably give you a discount. Free? No, never free. Nothing's ever free here. Searching for a bandit on a boat, you say? As far as I'm concerned, the only bandits are those who refuse to pay the tithe. Like that one fella I spotted not long ago. Why didn't I stop him, you ask? Because he was dead. Aye, standing motionless in his skiff, paying no heed to the waves of the waters. Dead man drifting. It is one thing to threaten a living man, but what could I possibly do to stop a dead one? Nothing, that is what. So I took the only reasonable course of action. I let him be. I'm not one to console the dead, but if you are, by all means, follow the man to the Isle of Becco. I'll remain here and do my best to forget what I saw. A dead man in a boat bound for the Isle of Becco. That's the stupidest thing I ever... Unless... Aha! Don't you see? He mistook the Eorusian gentleman for a corpse. That boat belonged to none other than the Kugani wolf burglar. Cole, what luck! Our liaison did mention that we could pay the tithe by way of bringing a trespasser to justice, and I do believe this qualifies. The hunt is on! To the Isle of Becco and that thrice-damned wolf!
Hark! Over there! A wolf! Or at least someone what's got big ears and a long fluffy tail.
Ha! We got him now! So, it seems the wolf burglar was caught by the very people that were trying to catch him. Wait a minute, that's not a looping. Kami Fen, this is the wolf burglar. This is a man dead who yet moves. A restless spirit bound to this mortal coil by burdens of the soul. I beg your pardon, good sir, but my soul carries no such burdens. Indeed, in death I found rather more liberation than I had in life. More purpose and meaning, and brotherhood.
Wait a minute, you're one of the gentle dead men. But what are you doing so far from Eorzea and the others?
As I live and breathe, in even further reaches I find myself reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots. I too must confess some curiosity as to how you came to this place, but since you ask first. As unbelievable as it may sound, we have heard rumors of an island deep in the Siren Song Sea said to be home to a host of hundreds of undead individuals not unlike myself. Ours being a rather lonely existence, we resolved to dispatch an emissary to the isle, myself being the logical choice once again. About that, I may have cleared out the Siren Song Sea. Ah, truly. Well, that would explain why the myriad skeletons we found were devoid of unlife, as it were. That said, even if they were as disagreeable a lot as you claim, I should thank you to stop killing every last undead you encounter in your travels. You lot are the exception. Anyway, having failed in my mission, I was at a loss for what to do next. The island was abandoned, Eorzea was ever so far away. Just then I felt it, a familiar tingling in my rotting flesh. Aye, there was no denying it. I had felt the pull of our leader, Master Zombiebrand. His aether called to me, and I was duty-bound to answer. So I followed the trail, and it led me to this place.
Caw, then it's no coincidence. The inspector and the burglar that stole him must be somewhere on this island. Good sir, do you still feel Inspector Hildibrand calling to you even now? Can you lead us to him?
As surely as I can crack open a hapless merchant's head and feast on the goo inside before he can say go! Follow me!
By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what's with the wolfish getup? It's not that sort of thing that gentle dead man usually wears, though it's quite fetching, I gotta say.
It warms my dead heart to hear you so. I received it as a gift from a traveling artist. When I explained to him how difficult it was to converse with a common man, he fashioned it for me, believing it would serve to soften my otherwise terrifying features. And so it has. But enough talk. Master Hildibrand needs us. Nothing I've heard makes even the slightest bit of sense to me. But no matter, if this misshapen undead wolfman can lead us to the thief, I shall trust in him wholly. That's a more rational acceptance than Seer, I guess. Yes, yes! Master Hildibrand is close. We are nearly upon him. And the wolf burglar. At long last will bring that bastard to justice. Wolf burglar, you have nowhere left to run. Surrender! Ah, so they finally caught up to me.
Caw, he looks exactly like my sketch.
Your campaign of thievery comes to an end this day. This day the Bakufu shall have their man, that is to say, their Lupin. Stop, damn you!
The inspector still has snapped out of it, which it means it's time for a triple serving of Nashu's Delight, Dongo style.
Bombs! Shut up, you stupid statue! Bugger me, are those bombs? Idiot! Get rid of them! Get rid of them before you kill us both! How does that even happen? Help! Green! Nashu! Anyone! Forget Hildibrand. Now's a chance to catch the wolf burglar.
Don't worry about the inspector. He survived a trick back from Talamud, so this is nothing. Let's get that wolf burglar instead.
I told you before, wolf burglar. You've nowhere left to run. A fall, on the other hand. If that's how it's gonna be, then fall it is. Never thought I'd come this close to getting caught. Suppose it's my own fault for trying to nick a hefty prize like a statue. But if the statue ain't even a statue, but there's no reason for me to stick around this air. Better luck next time, thief takers. Gah! The nerve of that villain. I say, Green, I've come to expect such cold, calculating behavior from dear Nashu, but not you.
Hooray! Inspector Hildibrand is back. Nothing like a brush with certain death to get you back in the game, am I right, Inspector?
What manner of sorcery is this? The Eorusian gentleman.
This statue stands before me, speaking and gesticulating as if a living, breathing being.
I trust I needn't remind you to... I too am capable of such motion despite neither living nor breathing. But more to the point, Master Zombibrand is no statue.
Quite right, he's an agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Good sir, by your garb I gather you're a samurai. Am I correct in assuming we are in the Far East? Ho 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 ho! As I wake from gentle slumber and find myself in a foreign land, who should I be greeted by but a Far Eastern fan? But ho, what is this? Already my keen investigator sense has alerted me to the presence of a petitioner in need. I must away, for honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg!
Wait for me, Inspector. You know I can't run that fast.
Master Zombibrand looks to be his old self again. Wonderful, simply wonderful. It is enough to bring a tear to this gentle dead man's eye. Or it would be if I went, you know. But as much as I would love to join you in your adventures, I must return to my brothers. I pray you watch over and keep our undead overlord safe.
I don't think anything can kill him at this point. So, in Eorzea, a man may be an Inspector Extraordinaire as well as a zombie overlord. Truly, yours is a land of many mysteries and strange customs I dare say I will never comprehend. Well, I regret we were unable to apprehend a wolf burglar. I'm glad that this chase has seen you reunited with your comrade. Come. Oh, sorry. Come, let us follow and see where this keen sense leads. Did I not tell you I had caught the scent of a case? And here it is! I give you the case of the kidnapped kitten. Simply put, this adorable little fellow's dearest friend was abducted by a dastardly fellow in the nearby city of Kugane. We sail on ships as sailors for a East Aldenard trading company. Docked at Kugane docks to unload goodly goods. When goodly merchant comes and offers tasty feast to me and my friendly friend. By the comedy, did that rat man just speak? Kid killer, not rat man, rude man. Why does here no one here know kid killer? Always demon with lucky flesh. We go with goodly merchant all alone, many turns. Left, right, left, very confusing. Then Batman grab friendly friend, put gagged mouth and back on head. I fight back and run, and they run too. Then I jump into water.
It would seem that the currents carried him to the shores of this island, but I have yet to ascertain the motive of why anyone would want to kidnap a hapless Kikiran sailor. Because they do not know or to care that he is a Kikiran. He passes for a rat man of Far Eastern folklore. The flesh of which some believe bestows everlasting life. An Eolzian sailor with most unusual features, an incredible, albeit hideous statue of Eolzian, An Eolzian sailor with most unusual features, an incredible, albeit hideous statue of Eolzian make that was in truth a man. I dare say we have already met our goodly merchant. We must return to Kugane and confront this criminal at once. He may have abducted others from faraway lands to sell at auction. The fiend!
At the very least, we know he sold his Kikiran's friendly friend. We gotta save him too.
Right you are, my lady. We shall see the wicked punished and the innocent set free. Yes, yes, I was just about to say that. Well said, you! Kami, strike me down! The Erusian gentleman is alive! Hearken to me, merchant! Your reckoning is at hand! For the crime of kidnapping a Kikiran sailor and selling him into slavery, I hereby place you under arrest! Huh? I should hope I would remember doing something so reprehensible as that. But more importantly, who are you to level such accusations but has placed me under arrest? You're not a Deseki Segumi, a common Ronin, are you not? You. A common Ronin come from the countryside looking for work. Work I so generously provided when I hired you to guard my auction. An auction you failed to defend against the thief who stole a priceless piece. I say, what audacity! That self-same piece stands before you with a Kikiran who escaped your kidnapping attempt as incontrovertible proof of your misdeeds. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have defeated you. The least you could do is demonstrate dignity in defeat. The truth is plain. There is no denying it. And yet I do. Inspector, was it? Whatever authority you may possess in Eorzea is not recognized here. Only the Seki Segumi can compel answers and arrest criminals. Ha 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 ha. And with that, I bid you good day. You need not answer to them, but you will answer to me. We've had our eye on you for some time, my friend, but alas, all good things must come to an end. The wolf burglars meddling merely delay the inevitable. We have all the proof we need. Now, do yourself a favor and come quietly, or don't, and do me a favor. Shigure, owing to the efforts of you and yours, we can finally bring this charlatan to justice. For that, you have my deepest thanks. Thank you, sir. That you would favor me with such kind words is a great honor. I can only hope that this goes some way towards... However, that you failed to inform the Seki Segumi of the wolf burglar's crime, despite being present, and instead pursue the thief on your own is inexcusable. I cannot in good conscience admit you to the Seki Segumi at this time. Such reckless disregard and thirst for personal glory are traits I will not suffer in our samurai.
A thousand thanks to you and your saving for friendly friend. Wary and warier we will be next time. No more following goodly merchants into dark alleys.
I owe you all an apology. Like the merchant said, I am no more than a common ronin. My pursuit of the wolf burglar has been, from the very beginning, independent of the Seki Seigumi or any other authority. I came to Kugane to join the Seki Seigumi, but was judged to be unworthy. Unable to find gainful employment as a samurai elsewhere, I struggled to make ends meet. And then, when I was about to renounce my dream and return to my village, I learned of a notorious thief. A thief that targeted only the most wealthy and influential. A thief that I might bring to justice and thereby earn the approval of the Seki Seigumi. Say no more, my good samurai. Your earnest nature and passion for the law have won me over. I swear to you now, here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall help you scour all creation. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for the Kugane wolf burglar. And we shall start right this instant. I am still not quite sure what to make of that man, but I suppose I should be grateful for the help. It'll work out eventually. Green, was it? I should thank you for joining me in this endeavor, perhaps more so than the others. Their help is of questionable benefit, whereas yours seem rather more reliable. The wolf burglar is not to be underestimated. He's a cunning, clever foe, as evidenced by the way he escaped. Sheer passion and determination will not be enough to catch him. Which is to say that while I value the assistance of the inspector and his assistant, I believe cooler heads will prevail in the end. To wit, yours and mine. I too may be prone to fits of passion, but I should like to think it is nothing compared to that of the Eorusian gentleman. Hildibrand will return in The Blade Mislaid. Only a bit? You haven't seen anything yet.